What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you the game Brainwaves. This game came out in 1977 from Milton Bradley, and it is for 2 players. Now, this is an electronic bluffing game, and it's a very simple concept. What you're trying to do is you're trying to move 2 of 3 pieces that you have on your side of the board to the other side of the board, and you're going to be trying to guess which piece that your opponent is going to be moving, and he is going to be doing the same with you. So, let's show you Brainwaves. Okay, everybody, we'll go ahead and show you the board and the game real quick. Right here, you have your game board, and as you can tell, there's a bunch of dots that are connected by lines, and this is how you're going to be doing your movement. You are going to be moving per dot, and the dots have to be connected by the lines, and you can move horizontally or vertically, and you could do like this, you could do like this, you can do like this if you want to. You're just not going to be able to jump diagonally. Now you have 3 different colored pieces here. You got red, green, and yellow, and then you have this little grid over here with a wheel with those same colors. And I'll talk about what you're going to be doing with this in just a little bit. Ultimately, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get 2 of these 3 pieces over to your opponent's side, and these are supposed to be back here in the star area. Anyway, and he's going to be trying to do the same with you. So the way the game works is you're going to be rolling this die over here, and you've got this little electronic component over here that has lights on it. So let's say it's my turn and I've rolled a 5. Now I'm going to have to decide which of these pieces that I want to move, and the way I'm going to make this decision is by using this little wheel over here and choosing the color that I would like to move. So let's just say I decide I'm going to go ahead and move green. Now my opponent is going to be trying to guess which color that I chose, and he's going to go ahead and move his wheel as well. Let's just say I moved my wheel like this, or his wheel. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and press this little button over here, and it is going to reveal the colors that I chose and my opponent chose. And right now you can see that my opponent thought I was going to do yellow, and I did green. Now since he was incorrect in guessing, I will be able to move my green piece 5 spaces. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if it turned out my opponent correctly guessed that I was going to choose green, I would not move at all. So after that goes, then my opponent goes, and it becomes his turn. So let's say my opponent makes his choice, and let's say I make a choice as well, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Let's just say I chose red. My opponent will go ahead and hit the button, and in this case, I have correctly guessed what he chose. So in this case, he is not going to move at all. And then it goes back to me, and it's going to just continue doing this until somebody is able to get 2 out of the 3 pieces to their opponent's side. Now, just a couple of things. You are not going to be able to jump over your own piece or your opponent's piece. However, let's say my opponent ended up rolling a 2 in this case, and I incorrectly guessed what he was going to move, and he decided he was going to move on top of me like this. If he is able to successfully do that by exact count, then I'm going to have to move back to one of these stars over here on my side, like so. And so the game is basically going to continue going on like this until one person gets 2 of his 3 pieces to the opponent's side, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Brainwaves. So, final thoughts on Brainwaves. Alright, well, I found this game at an antique store a while ago, and it was priced at about $10, and I recently came across it again at the same store, and there was a 30% mark off on it, so I figured I would go ahead and I get it. This is a very simple game to learn. It does not take long to learn at all, and it's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of that game Tank Battle that I played with my friend Matt a while back when he came to visit me, and this was a game involving tanks and missiles, and you would have to try to guess which tanks your opponent was going to be moving, and things of that nature. And I really enjoyed that game a lot. This game reminds me a lot of that. It's just a simpler concept, but it has that very cool little electronic component in there with the lights. I like that a lot. Now this is an older game, so I was hoping maybe it would have like some kind of noise effects or something to that effect anytime you hit the little button, but there isn't, and you know what, that's fine. The overall concept is very cool because you're constantly thinking in your head, which piece do I think my opponent is going to move, and then you're just constantly running over in your head, okay, he might move this, but he might move this, and he may do this, and he's doing the same with you, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, he might think I'm going to try to move this piece, but let me see if I can move this piece, but he might be expecting me to move that piece, so maybe I should move this piece. So there's a lot of this thinking going on in your head. It's very cool. I like this game. Not an expensive game. I think you can get this for around $15 or so. There is quite a good element of satisfaction anytime you're able to guess what your opponent is going to move. Is kind of funny, actually, because at least for me, I get very animated whenever my wife guesses right. I'm like, "Dop, dop, 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 dop." But she doesn't do it that much. But I can definitely tell she's like, no! So that makes the game a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Again, this is a game anybody can play, kids, adults. It's very simple. The rules are actually on the insert of the box here, so you're not going to be doing a lot of reading at all. But yeah, I would recommend this game if you like games that are bluffing games. This is a really good one. It's very simple, but yet fun. So, guys, that is my review of Brainwaves. We will see you later. Keep on gaming.